Paul, as far as opening day wins go, that's as good as you can get, really. How are you feeling after the 6-0 win today?
Yeah, obviously delighted. Very nervous. I was very nervous coming in today. Like, first game of the season. The boys have worked so hard pre-season. They've had good tests. They've worked for 6 weeks, developing that performance, that complete performance. So I'm really proud of them. His boy is so hard to pick a team because the squad's fantastic, and I don't want to single anybody out. I know the two boys got a hat-trick each, but it's a fantastic team performance there, and I'm absolutely delighted. They've set the bar now, and they have to maintain that.
Yeah, like you said, a really good team performance. Not just the 6 goals, were a clean sheet as well, showing solid defensive performance. 2 hat-tricks for both the strikers, Ricardo and Kane. In terms of a start for a striker, you can't get much better.
No, absolutely, and I love that Rick squared the one to Kane. Kane's worked so hard to get in there to make the square available, and then Rick's done the right thing and squared it, and that sets the tone for the rest of the season. They're going to hopefully link up really well. I thought Fraser linked up really well with them today, set up a goal for Rick, nearly got one himself, and I thought, but as you say, the team performance, Jamie was a clean sheet, and you might think 6-0 he didn't have anything to do, but there were times that he needed to come off his line, and he does that so well. We blocked crosses, we blocked shots, and everybody was a part of that performance. I thought, Lee, I don't think Lee's given the ball away once here today, and the midfield completely controlled the game. So total, complete performance. Very proud of every single person in that changing room, and we move on to Tuesday.
Like you said as well, it was great to see Ricardo setting up Kane for the hat-trick there. He could have gone himself, he was free on goal, but does that show the partnership that them two could have for this season?
Yeah, I think so. As I said, Kane's worked his socks off to get in there. The keeper can't save that. If you do that, the keeper can't save it. And I'm sure they'll both link up many times throughout the season and do that for each other. And that's the kind of selfless play. Rick set the tone there, but everybody set the tone in terms of the selfless play, moving it 1 and 2 touches. Nobody was taking too long on the ball. It wasn't about any individual today trying to do too much themselves or make it all about them. Whole team has set the bar there in terms of the way that they've played as a team, and that's what we have to maintain.
I thought Alex John was amazing today in midfield for the opening 45 minutes. Sadly, he had to go off with an injury at half-time. What do you think of his performance today, and what was the issue with him coming off for half-time?
Yeah, he had a shot that just went over, and he just felt his quad then. He managed to carry on until half-time. You're right, I thought he was excellent. I thought him, Lee and Kieran really controlled the game really well, which allowed our full-backs to get on and try and stretch their back 4, which again then creates space down the middle for those boys, Rick, Kane and Fraser. So we'll have to see how he is. He couldn't have continued, he couldn't have come out for the second half. So Tuesday's probably going to come too soon, but I don't think he's fully pulled it, and hopefully he'll be back in action pretty soon.
You talk about being in action pretty soon. Obviously out again on Tuesday night away to Tiverton Town, who also picked up a win today. A chance to keep this momentum going now on Tuesday night?
Yeah, I think today is done now. As much as we must enjoy it and celebrate the successes in that performance, it's done. And we need to move on to Tuesday. They've gone away, kept a clean sheet against one of the best teams in the league. Curtis has scored the winner for him, I think, a former Martyr. And they will be, they'll be their first home game after a promotion. So they're going to be really, really, up for it. And it's on a grass surface. It'll be a totally different game to what we've had today. So we're going to be looking for the same attitude, the same application. Boys were sprinting back to keep a clean sheet at 6-0. We need that same attitude, quality and effort on Tuesday.
And the league isn't the only competition to look forward to. Since we last spoke, we've obviously been drawn in the 3rd round of the Nathaniel MG Cup against Cardiff City. How great is that going to be an experience for this squad of players to test themselves against what will be a professional setup?
Yeah, good, really good. Look, we've got a big squad, and that'll give us an opportunity to make sure everybody who needs to play can get some minutes. Boys are really hard done by to miss out today. We can only name 5 on the bench in this competition, so that'll be another good game and a good occasion, whether it's wherever it's played, whatever happens. It's a good test for us. It's not the quarterfinals, the 3rd round, is it? Third round. So we're all, it's not that far to a final in that competition now. So, we'll look forward to that one, but that's very much on the back burner for the time being.
That's great. Very much looking forward to Tuesday night, and congratulations on the win.
Cheers, Ben. Top man.